Hello, welcome to English with Paul Sample. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about sentences. So we can start with the meaning of a sentence, and then we shall see the types of sentences. Let us start with the meaning of a sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. Sentences always have a subject and a verb. And usually, a sentence do end with either a full stop or an exclamation mark or a question mark. Usually, a sentence has a subject and a verb. Let us take an example. She is working. She is a subject and is working is a verb in this sentence. Let me give you another example. Another example is he is reading. He is a subject and is reading is a verb. Another example is the children are playing. So the subject here in this sentence is the children and the verb are playing. Another example, they are singing. So in this sentence, the subject is they and are singing is a verb. Let us take classification of sentences. We can know the types of sentences by classifying them first. A, according to their meaning, and B, according to their structure. Now, let us check the types of sentences, starting with the meaning, according to their meaning. According to their meaning, one, we have imperative sentences or command. What are these? These are sentences that gives an order or command. For example, you can say, get out. That's a command. Or I can say, shut up. That's a command. Or if a person says, leave please, that's also is imperative sentence. The thing to note in this type of sentence is this type can end with either an exclamation mark or a full stop. So you can see here, these two have exclamation marks, and this one has a full stop. But all these are imperative sentences. Let us take another type. Number 2 is interrogative sentences. What is an interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentences are sentences that ask questions. For example, who took my book? That's a question. So it's interrogating. Another, is it true? That also is interrogative. Another example, where is my pen? Also, this sentence asks a question. The thing to note in this type ends with a question mark. So interrogative sentences do end with a question mark. Let us take another example. Number 3, we have declarative sentences, or sometimes are called statement. This gives a statement, just a sentence that gives a statement. It can be a fact or just an opinion. For example, he loves music. So this is just a statement. So this is a declarative type of sentence. Another example, it is raining. So also this one shows just a statement and it gives a fact. Maybe it's raining out there. So to note about this type do end with a full stop. So declarative sentences do end with a full stop. Number 4, we have exclamatory sentences. What are the exclamatory sentences? Sentences that convey strong feelings. It can be anger, it can be happiness, it can be surprise, and so forth. Let us take one of the examples here. Example, what a beautiful girl. So this sentence shows a surprise. A speaker is surprised with the beauty of a girl. The thing to note, this type ends with an exclamation mark. So exclamatory sentences ends with an exclamation mark. Now let us check other types of sentences according to their structure. According to their structure, number one, we have simple sentences. What are these? Simple sentences are sentences that are usually short and contains one subject and one verb. That is one clause. For example, the boys are playing football. The boys are playing football. Full stop. Remember, simple sentences have only one clause, so they are short. Number two, we have compound sentences. What are these? A compound sentence is a sentence that has at least two simple sentences joined by a comma or semicolon or a conjunction. A conjunction is like and, but, and so forth. Now let us take one of the examples. John waited for the bus, but the bus was late. So John waited for the bus is independent, can stand alone and bring meaning. So also when you say, but the bus was late, so still this part of the sentence also has a complete thought. That's why we say two independent clauses, or sometimes we call simple sentences, two simple sentences, because all these two parts can stand alone and bring meaning, or complete thought. Another example, they say it is your birthday. It is my birthday too. So this first part, they say it is your birthday. This part is complete. It can stand alone and bring complete meaning. And the second part of this sentence also is complete. So compound sentences do join two independent clauses or simple sentences. Number three, we have complex sentences. What are these? A complex sentence is a sentence that has more than one clause, that has one independent clause and at least one independent clause. Dependent clause means that cannot stand alone and bring complete meaning. Let me give you one of the example here. Although he was rich, he was still unhappy. So this first part here is dependent. Why? Because it cannot stand alone and bring complete meaning. For example, I can't say, although he was rich. You see, it gives so many questions. What happened? What follows? And so forth. But this one is independent. The second part of this sentence is independent. He was still unhappy. At least this one is okay. But the first part is incomplete in meaning. Although he was rich, he was still unhappy. The second example is because he was lazy. So this also is dependent. Why? Because it's not complete. We need something here to finish the statement. So the second part, he failed the examination. So he failed the examination is independent, can stand alone. But the first part of this sentence, because he was lazy, is dependent. So because he was lazy, he failed the exam. So that is a complex sentence because it has one dependent clause and one independent clause. Thank you for watching, and for more lessons, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.